Pisces, what's up? It feels like it might be time to make that move. Timing is the first card that's out here, and it says it's all in the timing right now, okay? And then it says here the instruction is to pull another card about if you should make that decision or not. The next card that popped out is manifesting, and it says you have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make this happen. So this kind of feels like the confirming card that says, yes, this might be time to go ahead and start looking for what it is that you really want. It's safe to do so, as well as timing popping out upside down. It kind of feels like time is up. It's time for you to feel comfortable and supported going after what it is that you want, moving on, expanding in whatever way that is showing up in your life and in your journey. Another card that's beneath the deck that feels like it's confirming this energy is many choices here. And it says you have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around, and then it wants to pull a card again. I just noticed this card beneath the many choices card. It says taking steps. I don't know what more confirmation is needed here. We're going to get some tarot out here, but it feels like if you're wondering, Pisces, if it's time to move on, I would say yeah, okay, with all of this on the table. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. So beneath this card, I just noticed this too. It says moving up, and it says you are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. Okay, I have to stop going down into that rabbit hole, but it just feels like all of the messages are confirming for you, Pisces, that it is time and you're going to be safe in your efforts to move forward. It may be that you've been waiting long enough, and maybe you've been waiting to ensure that you're not making the wrong decision. You are incredibly intuitive. You like to ensure that you're making great decisions. When I think about you, Pisces, I think of the King of Cups. So that is making a sound decision that is not overly emotional. And so it just kind of feels like that is what you are invested in right now, making sure that if you move on from this, or you expand your enterprise, or if you step into this other market, whatever it is for you, or invest your money here, or buy this home, whatever it is that you're doing, you want to make sure that it is the right decision. This feels like confirmation for you. Let's get some cards out here, but before I do that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping with you. If there's anyone DMing you, messaging you, pretending to be me, friend, it is not me. I will never message you to try to get a reading with you. I'm not currently open for readings at this time. So if you're getting messages like that, please report and block them, and then just keep it pushing. Take care of yourself. I want you to be safe out there. God, angel, spirit guides, for my lovely, lovely Pisces. Who are they at this time? Who are they at this time? Let's see. Overall essence, energy. Let's see. Who is Pisces at this time? What are they working through? Okay. One more. All right. Okay. Listen. I don't know what to tell you, my love cup. Pisces, this is confirmation for sure. This says manifesting. And for many of you, you know at this point, this card basically spells manifesting. This is the alchemist. This is the magician. This is you being able to take, base metal and turning it into gold, okay? The many choices out here. You might not see them all right now. When the magician tends to come out, that's spirit's reminder that yes, you can create right now. It's okay to, it's time. That's the nudge. But oftentimes when the magician is out here, we don't really understand or see it as clearly. We just kind of feel that we're ready for something different. So I know that feeling. And then you have the King of Swords out here, and then you have the Queen of Cups out here. So this is all about using your intuition. So some of you are likely wanting to do something where you're helping or working with other people, working with animals, some type of healing modality, right? Because it's some cup energy out here. There's another vibe that has to do possibly with, the sciences, politics, government, something like that. So that's just kind of like a vibe that's coming up in terms of what you're probably thinking about in terms of expansion, what it is that you want to do. But in terms of you being out here, this is the first card that popped out. So this is representing you in this particular reading. It just feels like it's time for you to use your heart to make a decision. This is the beginning. This is the mother, right? This is the Queen of Cups. So this is the true self, the intuition, removing any veil of people's opinions about what you should do, a veil of past losses and failures that tend to, be a narrative running in our minds. Kind of remove that. Get to the heart of what it is that you really want to do, what it is that you want to experience, and get very clear about a strategy and a decision to make it happen. This feels like writing it down, right? Because, the swords, mind, oftentimes we see swords, we think of words, communication. So whatever it is that you want, it's like writing it out of your heart somewhere so that you have something down in the world that encourages your spirit to take action. That is the first step of being an alchemist when it comes to changing life or moving forward or going after a deeply held aspiration. The first step of alchemy in that way is to take what you want, write it down somewhere, or take action in some way. Any step, the card said, take the step and it's going to support you. So we're going to go a little bit deeper. We're going to get some more advice out here for you. Okay, Pisces, this is beautiful. It's time to manifest and trust that you can have what you want. That's the theme here. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. For my lovely Pisces, what advice do you have? Advice for Pisces right now. Let's see. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What else? Okay, so this one didn't fully pop out, but it kind of flipped over. So we'll take that and see a little bit more about what this is about. It kind of feels like fear. Kind of feels like fear. Okay, there's a very clear message here. I'm pausing because when you're going through something and you feel rejected, you feel lost, you feel like you don't have the money, the message that I'm about to say to you right now, it can kind of feel undermining, right, to the reality of what's happening. And I don't mean to be that way, but this message is clearly saying, okay, and again, I say this tenderly, Pisces, you have to make the choice to turn away from lack. You have to make the choice to turn away from poverty. I'm getting chills because that's a hard one to hear. Sometimes in readings, we're looking to know if a job is going to call us back or if our business plan is going to pop by December. We're looking for the tangibles, and sometimes that pops out. Thank you, God, for that, right? This kind of feels like it's more about you making the decision that you get to be prosperous, that you get to be wealthy if that's what you want, that you get to, whatever it is that you're aspiring for. There's so much flying in my mind that you get to have the overseas travel, that your business will expand countries, that you will be promoted, that your art will pop, whatever it is for you. It kind of feels like you have to start believing that the thing that you want, the thing that you deeply want, no matter how strange, odd, different, not seen enough in the world, this kind of feels like you have to believe that you can have that. It's something about old belief sets, programming, past experiences, past hurts that have kind of robbed you of some courage of believing that what your gifts will make room for you. That's kind of what this feels like here. And so this strength card is here. This is all about the courage. This is all about despite who's around you in your household, despite the friends that you have, despite the people that are part of a time, your past, that maybe have some old programming that probably centers lack, centers disbelief. No matter how loud that is, it's going to be important for you to keep your faith and keep your belief that you can have what it is that you want. Spirit is saying it's time for you to manifest what you want. The only way out of this, the only way to get out of this is to start changing your mind about what you believe, about what you can have. For some of you, you need to know that there is help around. Now, this is kind of a different message, a little bit of a different twist. There is support around. There are people who want to help you in an interesting way, or there are opportunities for support and help that you are not able to see right now because of programming, because of the lens that you have on. There may be a neighbor. It could be some type of institution or church. It could be something that is around you that is lit up, willing to help you. And maybe in some way you got to humble out something that you've been working through to actually receive that support. So it's kind of like turning away from something that's not serving you to kind of come out of a situation that has felt like lack. It's felt like rejection. I know that you have the strength to do this, but this is kind of like humility mixed with manifesting, being humble, and also manifesting, you get to have what it is that you want. And we always say that, that's painted everywhere, especially in social media, but it's absolutely true. I'm a living testament of that. You know people who are, you are in some areas of your life, but this is all about turning away from what you believe you can't have, that belief set, and having the strength to do so. It's going to be tough because I think that you're around different symbols and things that try to encourage you or make you believe that the dream that you have, what you really want, you can't. And maybe for some of you, that's why you haven't been manifesting or taking steps to create what it is that you want. That is what I have for you, my lovely Pisces. I hope you are well in the world, and I hope I get to see you again next week. Take care. Bye.